All right. Team.
Yes.
All right, so let's bring it back. So, team, we know that we are here today to talk about our love of content, love of reading. And you already got your brains working on books that you love and why you love to read. So, we're just going to go ahead and get started. Have you ever thought, think of a movie. Think of a movie that you want to go see in the movie theaters right now. You got one in your mind? Why do you want to go see that movie? Did you see a trailer? Is it the character that you like? Is there an actor, actress that you like? Go ahead and tell a neighbor what movie you want to see and why. Go.
I don't know. I don't keep up with, but I keep seeing trailers for Black Panther coming up, which looks really exciting. I don't know what other movies are coming out. So
I want to go
with
see
that.
Peter Rabbit because the kids read the books and I like throwing parties and I'm pretty sure I have an idea for a tea party.
Are they really making a movie out?
All right, bring it back. Team.
Yes.
So there is a movie in the theater that I really want to go see right now, and it is Black Panther. And I actually have never even seen the trailer. The reason why I want to go is people have been talking about it, right? They've been saying things like, oh, like this is the movie of the year, right? Like this is the movie that we need to see. There is a leading black male character in it. And so I went to go see the trailer and I tried to get a little intro. And it wasn't even the trailer, again, that drew me in. It was actually the intro to the trailer. And I want you guys to just listen to the intro to the trailer and think about why is it just the intro that pulls us in and makes us want to see this movie.
I've seen gods fly. I've seen men build weapons that I couldn't even imagine. I've seen aliens drop from the sky.
Yeah.
But I have never seen anything like this. How much more are you hiding?
Hold up. Let's go.
I'm just gonna pause it right there. I have never seen. Did you guys feel that? Like that just drew me in. I've never seen it, but listen, guys. I don't even need to listen to or watch the rest of the trailer because I already know that I'm hooked in. I want to see that movie. Today, we're going to hook our kids in, wanting them to read. Wanting them to
Read.
So our aim and our agenda for today is we're going to be able to practice building a love of
Reading.
and effectively deliver a book
Introduction.
And so here's our agenda. Take a couple of seconds to look at it. So as we're going to jump right in, as you watch this model, think, what is the teacher doing and saying to build a love of?
Reading.
A love of?
Reading.
And what is the impact on students? Here we go. Scholars. Today, we're going to read the book Watchdog and the Coyotes. I absolutely love this book. Scholars, I have seen dogs before that are big red dogs. I've seen dogs before that are friendly dogs, but I've actually never seen a dog that was a watch dog like the dog in this book. I've actually, this dog makes me think about one of you. This dog makes me think about one of you because the dog is so special, so smart, so clever, and finds ways to solve problems in this book. This dog actually reminds me of, wait for it, Jen. And because Jen is so super clever, so super smart. Friends, I can't wait to see which scholar today is going to actually love this book. This is the challenge. Who's going to love the book the most? Who's going to love it the most? Is it you? Is it you? Is it you? I can't wait to see those big smiles on your face when you start to read. Dive into your book. Go. All right, turn and tell your neighbor, what is the teacher doing and saying, and what is the impact? Go.
So the teacher's using, we talked about love language before, so she talked about how she loves the book and, will the students love the book too?
She pushed for a connection to one of the kids in class.
We'll hear from Jen, Asia, and then we'll just pick up. Go ahead.
So I was talking with my smart partner about how we've talked about love language in past PDs, and like the teacher incorporated that, like how much they love the book, and then also like encouraging the students, like who's gonna love it? Are you gonna love it? Are you gonna love it?
Using that love language, saying words like love, like, favorite, yep, getting kids into it. And then, sorry, just one more thing, Jen. You also said something about saying who's gonna love it. What do we call that when we say, oh, is it gonna be you? I'm looking to see who's going to love. What do we call that?
It's like the challenge.
It's the challenge. We gave them a challenge to love. A challenge to love. We usually give challenges for, is it the boys, is it the girls? But here we give a challenge to love reading. Great. Someone else?
Yep, you also made a connection to the kids. Like, this book reminds me of one of you. There's a character connection.
Character connection. We want them to make those self-to-text connections when they're reading the books. Yes. So team, you definitely hit on them. Let's go ahead and read them together. Actually, fourth grade, read it out for us.
Tell why you like the book.
Make comparisons with the main character and a scholar or teacher in the school.
Challenge scholars to love the book.
Modulate your voice.
Use love, like, favorite language.
Smile and laugh about it.
Definitely don't forget about the smile and laugh about it, right? We are bringing love. We want to smile and laugh about it. Make comparisons from the main character to scholars. You pull that out. You could also do that to teachers in the building. Tell why you like the book. A lot of times we put the book in front of kids and we say like, okay, read the book today, or today the main character is going to do this. Pay attention to this. Here's the big question, but we actually don't tell why we love the book. So let's make sure to tell why we love the book, all right? So team, you're going to get a chance to practice, and we'll come back to that. You're going to get a chance to practice. And I actually want you to first plan. So you have the book in front of you. You also have your CFS on the back of your paper. So go ahead and plan out what you will say to kids using your guided reading book for tomorrow's lesson, right? It might be a chapter that you're up to. So how are you going to introduce the book? Use your CFS and begin to plan. You have 1 minute to make this plan. Go ahead. Think through. What are you going to say connected to the CFS? Jen is thinking. She's using her CFS. Asia's planning. I love Benicula too. It's a good one. Lots of connections we can make there. All right. Let's ask that, right?
Mm-hmm. I can say. Got about 7 minutes.
Making connections to scholars. Think maybe even a teacher that they had the year before. You can make a connection to a teacher. Make a connection to if there are siblings in the book. You can think about making a connection to their younger sibling in another grade. All right, coming back in 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. So we're gonna get into practice team. Eyes are up. Thanks so much, 4th grade, for having your eyes up. Thanks so much, 3rd grade. Eyes are glued. Here we go. So in this practice, we're gonna deliver our book intro to a teammate. So you're just gonna do this with one person. You'll deliver your book intro. Your teammate will give you feedback using the CFS. Each team member has 2 minutes. You'll do 1 minute of delivery, 30-second feedback, and 30-second redo. Are there any questions? All right, if you're delivering, pop up first. I will set the timer and let you know when it is time to go. Can I use your phone for me?
So, scholars. Eyes track me, hands folded just like Asia. No sounds coming from the boys on this side of the table.
Team.
Yes.
All right, timer is set, go.
Scholars, today we're diving into a new book called Bunnicula. It's called what?
Bunnicula.
This is one of my favorite stories. I can't wait to read it with you today because, you know, I like pets, right? Like, you know, I have my cat at home, Katniss, and I love animals. But in this story, it's not just any regular pet. The bunny in this story, there's something seriously strange going on. And I love it so much because Harold the cat and Chester the dog, they have to figure out what is going on with this crazy bunny. And when I read this story, it actually kind of reminds me a little bit of Nay, you and your sister. Like, you guys are always like, now let me find out what's really happening. And you ask lots of questions. It's kind of like they're detectives. I know that today you guys are going to enjoy this book just as much as me, and maybe some of you even more than me. When you start reading, I'm challenging you to see what is your favorite part, and we might have the same favorite part of the story. So, Asia, is it going to be you who loves it? Oh, no. Xavier's sitting up nice and tall. He's going to love it even more than you.
Nice job. All right. Go ahead and give your partner feedback using the CFS.
Hey, Jen. So what was effective is you named why you liked the book. You tried to make a comparison between the main characters and scholars in your classroom, and you also challenged kiddos. In addition to that, you modulated your voice and used love language with lots of smiles. The place that I would push you is, can you make an even bigger connection to scholars? So you talked a lot about your pets and how you love them.
Redo.
So, when I was reading this story, the two main characters in it, Chester and Harold, actually remind me a little bit of, somebody at this table. Sitting up nice and tall, just like Asia, just like Xavier. They can't wait to hear if it's them. The characters remind me of Nay and your sister. Like, the two characters in this story are always asking lots of questions.
Next partner, switch. 1 minute, go.
All right, guys, so you are luckily in your advanced readers classroom, and we're going to be taking a look at Romeo and Juliet today. So one of the things that I wanted to preview with you is that this book made such an impression on me, such a connection on me. And we're reading this version of this book this year as a cohort because of the way it's structured. And when I think of it, this idea of no fear really lives within me. And I think about how much it lives within each of you. I think about what would it be like to truly